Hi guys, Annyeong, Konichiwa. I'm so happy because this will be my first video that I'm going to upload in my account. I'm actually start playing Genshin Impact in 2020 or 2021 where there is, coronavirus, quarantine, etc. And I've stopped playing this game for more or less a year because, well, I'm a final year student, so there was a lot of things that I need to take care of. And now I've got some free time, so I decided to play Genshin again. I'm sure I've missed out a lot of good characters, banners, events, and stories. So let's catch up what I've been missing out. And last time I was doing my Sumeru quest Archon, so let's continue from that point. By the way, guys, if you stop playing Genshin Impact for a while, for whatever reasons, when you come back, they will give us this like a welcome back event. So for 7 days, you'll get something each day you log into Genshin Impact, and then you can also get more artifact and material ascension when you do domain. Also, you can also get more Mora and XP. Now let's do the quest Archon.
Welcome, welcome. How can I help?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question.
Of course. Especially, many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers... you see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is...
Those students seem to be discussing.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Aramite factions in Port, especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard
They're called Ain el Akhmar. Today,
Wait, come again?
don't you see? Many of the Aramites in Port, they're usually pretty wary of outs. I've heard that Ain el Akhmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Suppose
Wait, did you say 500,000?
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way.
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost. Oh, all right. Paimon never
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of Mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick Mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is King Deshret, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Okay, I don't want to use a lot of money, so I'm gonna try 50 Mora first.
Huh? What is this, some kind of joke?
Oh! Sorry! She must have grabbed the wrong amount! Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Okay, fine. Take my money.
Paimon can't stand to see so much Mora go.
Here, This is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're, archaeology students!
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the Mora you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does.
I'm warning you. Don't push it.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by... Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise...
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 Mora to them.
Yes, I got my money back.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their...
Mr. Iman, there appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently.
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, plus, he seems to know a lot about what... Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them, since they weren't able to make up. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about... Since you tore through their...
Who exactly are you two? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! She's really strong! Weren't you...
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Excuse me? Sir, I can use elemental powers.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information...
You were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for some... Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim... Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
Yes, sir.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information. This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access...
That's amazing!
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's elite. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them... Well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true... With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people. Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling... Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has... She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of... I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges. You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have.
This is kind of nerve-wracking. thing.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how.
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for purchasing canned. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any Mora left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time. Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy? What a unique palette. We have unripe.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You too. Please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense.
Okay, so I think this guy will question me later. So I should read the notes that Ahaitam gave me first. Okay, I'm done reading it. Let's go.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
Oh my god. Do I have to hide from the guards like in Inazuma? Well, I guess you can find it in our next video. Thank you so much for watching. Annyeong!